Good evening. It's 8:30 p.m. here in Kenya, and my name is Boaz from Tumoi Teas. We come to you live every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Kenyan time. So, in case it's morning or afternoon where you are, good morning, good afternoon. It's been a while since I was live actually. So, I guess I welcome myself back to our live sessions, and I want to encourage you to tune in to watch every Saturday. As you may already know, Kenya developed an anthocyanin-rich tea cultivar, which we call purple tea. This is 28 years work of research to develop a tea that is rich in anthocyanins, low in caffeine, and rich in anthocyanin, and a higher antioxidant capacity. So that's from, those benefits are big to the consumer perspective. But I thought I share this story of purple tea, just a little highlights from the farmer perspective.
Paul and Ras are saying, Habari Boaz and Jumbo Boaz.
Habari Paul, Habari Ras, Jumbo. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I just, after 28 years of research and this new tea cultivar is released, of course, there are a few early adopter farmers who, said we're going to embrace this, we'll try it out. Most of the farmers are based on the western part of Kenya. Kericho and Nandi are the two growing areas. There is some little growing in Meru and Limuru area, but a majority of purple tea farmers are in Western Kenya. Now, I would, top of my mind, count about 100 to 150 small-scale farmers who embraced the purple tea, planted this new cultivar of tea. Some obvious benefits for them at that time was this tea is drought resistant. It's a high drought resistant cultivar. So that could be something that motivated them to do that. Of course, again, knowing that it was a new cultivar and with better benefits, they expected higher incomes from the tea. I must admit and say there was a slow period after they planted regarding processing where, not very many processors knew how to handle this tea cultivar. And I think that's about the time, Tumoi Tea in conjunction with JusTea worked to try and find ways to develop a tea that would be, liked by the consumers. So we've spent 3 years in, how to process this tea cultivar. And the beauty of it is now that we have a great tea, we are able to pay our farmers 20 to 30% more than for the other tea cultivars. So that gives them the extra benefit of not only is it drought resistant, but it is giving them higher incomes as compared to the other tea. That income level, again, I think is going to rise significantly over time. If you may have watched from my previous post, and even if you didn't anyway, it's not an issue, is that at Tumoi Teas, we've identified an additional 10 cultivars, which maybe will be in the market 3, 4, 5 years from now. And these other ones have even better potency in terms of anthocyanin and antioxidant content. So I think that will really, really give them much more money, much more income as compared to the green tea plants. So those two are the two strong things that really stand out: better incomes and of course a drought-resistant variety. So they would expect high yields from it. To add another benefit, working again with JusTea and Allegro, thank you very much. I want to send a shout out to you. Is we began a literacy program targeting these purple tea farmers' children. So all our purple tea farmers, we work with their kids to improve their literacy. And And I said I want to say thank you to Allegro Foods and JusTea for their support. We received tons of, not tons really, but hundreds of books recently, and that is a third benefit that we are giving to purple tea farmers. We don't restrict it really to purple tea farmers, I must admit, but yeah, most of the farmers we're working with are purple tea farmers.
Paul would want to know how many purple tea farmers do you work with?
As I said, Paul, thanks, that's a great question. I think there could be about 100 farmers in between Kericho and Nandi, and we could be working with about 80% of them. Strictly speaking, I think we've at least taken tea from 95% of them. Sometimes our volumes become too big and we, don't take all the tea. But of the 100 or so farmers in Nandi and Kericho, 80% are solidly working with us, and sometimes we go up to 90-95% of that. We look forward to taking all the purple tea, and you can drink more tea and we'll work with 100% of the farmers. What else? Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, and look forward to connecting with you again next Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Kenyan time. Thank you very much. On behalf of all the purple tea farmers, we say drink more tea. Asante sana. Thank you.